everyone! Welcome to Music Boom! The show that gives you more than entertainment.
Okay, you can catch us on channel TU110.
And today you are with me, VJ Bell.
Me, Virginie.
Guess what, Nee?
What?
Today we're presenting a very special episode.
Really? What's it?
It's about jazz in Bangkok.
Wow, jazz in Bangkok.
Yeah. Well, in order to get to learn about the jazz music, first of all, we need to learn about the jazz history.
Yes, of course. The history of jazz music origin is attributed to the turn of the 20th century when the West African tribes were brought to the New World in chain. There was strong musical tradition with them. Many slaveholders did not follow the slave to speak to each other, so the only way to communicate was through song. Slaves sang sensitive songs called spirituals to express their belief, feeling, and desire for freedom. Spirituals and work songs are later parts of the foundations of American art form jazz.
In the early 1900s, New Orleans became a cultural fusion during the immigration. As the new settlers to the U.S. arrived in the New Orleans, musical traditions from all over the world began coming together. African American musicians joined the European traditions with the blues, ragtime, marching band music, and many other elements known as jazz. For the first time, radios and record players were available in the stores. Jazz went from being played in the New Orleans honky-tonks to the America's airwaves, dance hall, and living rooms.
Wow, the history of jazz sounds very interesting.
Yes, it is. But for this special episode, the story doesn't end here.
Yeah, we will take you to look around the jazz scene in Bangkok.
And this job will be given to our field MC, Beb and Floyd.
Thank you, Nay and Bill.
Well, jazz has really long and spiritual history. Since we have learned the origin of jazz, now I have an easy question for you, Beb.
Well, let's see if I can answer it.
What is jazz? Can you define it?
Oh, this is a hard one. I think it's all music, jazz.
That's right. Duke Ellington, one of the jazz's most famous figures, summed up the perspective of jazz is by saying, it's all music.
Well, if it's combining with the other music, so what is different with the others?
Of course, although jazz is defined to be all music combined together, it is unique by its own characteristics.
First of all, jazz contains rhythms and tempos that are uncommon to other genres of music. The key signature changes in jazz songs are also unique. Moreover, jazz is a melting pot of other genres of music. It can be combined with blues, ragtime, or even rock. Jazz also contains complex harmonies, melodies, and rhythms that most other music lack.
Oh, I see. That's why jazz music is one of the most charming music of all time. Okay, let me talk about Thai musician and singer. Do you know any of them?
Oh, I barely know.
I will tell you a story. In 1930, Western classical music, jazz and tango were getting popular in Thailand, and soon jazz grew to dominate Thai popular music. One of the first pioneers is Krua Sunanthornsanat. His interest in jazz began while he was working at Fine Art Department. Jazz music has come to Thailand at about the same time. Knowing what knowledge of Thai music and Western music, he began to combine jazz and Thai music in his own song for his band known as Plain Thai Sakon Style. Suntraporn that had become very popular. One of his songs, which have a lot of jazz style, is Lok Nguyen, which was recorded in 1950. Well, let's listen to Lok Nguyen together.
quite so much. So it's not surprising that his song in the early period have a lot of melodies, swing and Dixie music, even though they consist of little improvisation. Hassan is regarded as either jazz composer or musician who are really influential in jazz music in Thailand.
Besides Korea, there are also King Bukon Adrede. He also played a big role and influenced profoundly on jazz scene in Thailand.
As we can see through His Majesty over 40 songs ranging from classical to blue to jazz. It's Jazz World. His name has been listed in many jazz websites such as Vienna Music Academy in Austria and the Yale Music School in the US. His Majesty also establishes Also Wansuk, an also station for performing music. His Majesty's songs in particular and transmitting them to the public. These are probably the main factor leading jazz era form clearly and spread widely in Thailand until now.
Oh, I just recorded Thai jazz band I know, the Infinity.
That's right. It's the first fusion jazz band in Thailand.
Yep! The Infinity was founded by Sarayut Supanyo and Chakawan Sapsangyagon. The Infinity was regarded as a traditional style fusion of jazz music of Thailand. And the song that's playing right now is one of the Infinity songs. It's called Night Wings.
There are many other Thai jazz bands such as T-Bone, Go Mr. Sackman and Oma, the new generated jazz band. Bangkok City got fascinating lineup of cool and classic jazz bars for whirling away in style. These top 3 venues we are visiting are the best of the Bangkok jazz bar scenes, featuring some of the most talented local and international artists on a nightly basis. It's time to visit some of Bangkok's finest live jazz institutions. It's one of the best jazz and blue venues for every traveler and local people who have passion in jazz. Where many famous musicians of jazz were here, such as Go Sackman, T-Bone Band, Ning Chakawan Band. Saxophone Pub not only provide a great taste of jazz music, but also serve a lot of really delicious dish here. So this place had a great combination between music and foods that you should have been here.
Let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's go down to Peru.
Jazz Heaven was founded by a group of enthusiasts from Simpagon University Faculty of Jazz. It is founded under the purpose of sharing and expressing idea of jazz in music, especially jazz. Every night there will be such cool performances on the stage from Simpagon jazz bands. Jazz Happens will be the one of the best choice to go up to shoot out and experience the fascination of jazz at night.
Where we are now for?
We are here at Chom Cafe, a comfort cafe and art gallery in Bangkok. We come here not for food or art exhibition, but for jazz band. We know that Chom serves us a live music band doing jazz rock every Friday night.
Okay, we are now looking forward to watching the performance. Okay, we now here with P. Hams. He is a guitarist in this restaurant, and we play a lot of jazz, a lot of experience. So now we're here with him. Okay. P. Hams สวัสดีครับ วันนี้ก็จะมาสัมภาษณ์พี่แฮมนะครับผมซึ่งเป็นมือกีตาร์ที่นี่นะฮะมาเริ่ม
อย่างแรกเลยนะคะสำหรับพี่แฮมเนี่ยแจ๊สคืออะไรคะ
จริงแจ๊สมันก็เป็นดนตรีที่แบบสำหรับเราก็คือแบบสามารถสื่อสารอะไรจากคนเล่นได้มากที่สุดแต่แจ๊สก็ไม่จำเป็นว่าต้องเป็นใช้เครื่องอะไรเล่นหรือว่าอะไรเงี้ยแต่แบบว่าขอให้เป็นสิ่งที่คนเล่นอยากเล่นก็พอแล้วครับสื่อสารอารมณ์ได้ออกมาก็
โอเคครับผมแล้วก็อยากจะทราบว่าทำไมดนตรีแจ๊สเนี่ยถึงกับพี่แฮมถึงสนใจในด้านดนตรีแจ๊สครับผมอยากทราบหน่อย
แจ๊สอย่างแรกคือแจ๊สมันมีการอิมโพรไวเซชันแล้วก็ที่ดนตรีอย่างอื่นมันไม่ค่อยมีก็คือเรื่องคอร์ดเรื่องฮาร์โมนีมันค่อนข้างจะเปิดกว้างกว่าเลยครับแล้วก็อิสระมากกว่าคนเล่นแล้วก็เหมือนเป็นเขาเรียกว่าไฮอาร์ตก็คือแบบไม่จำเป็นต้องไม่ได้แปลว่าสูงหรือว่าอะไรแต่ว่าหมายถึงแบบอย่างมันไม่ได้จำกัดแนวหรือว่าบังคับคนเล่นมากว่าต้องเล่นให้เพื่อคนฟังหรือเปล่าอะไรอย่างเงี้ยครับประมาณนี้
Thank you, Bevan Foy, for taking us to the Bangkok Jazz scene tour.
As you can see, although the jazz music is not a big flourish type of music in Thailand, but there's a group of people fascinatingly interested in it.
The charm of jazz will be caught up in the jazz fans' heart and onward to the next and next generation.
I think it's time for us to go now.
Really? Thank you for watching us.
See you next time.
See ya.
I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna kick my feet up, then stare at the fan. Turn the TV on, throw my hand in my pants.